now going live on Instagram.
Yay.
All right. Hello, we are live. I hope. I hope everyone can see and hear me. Hello, welcome to our School of Education summer series, our second summer series, Instagram Live. Thank you all for joining. Thanks for hopping on. We're going to give some folks a couple of quick minutes to join the stream and maybe log on. But thank you everyone for being here on a Wednesday afternoon. We will get started in just a couple seconds. All right, I see some people joining up here. Okay, well, welcome everyone. Again, welcome to the School of Education Summer Series number 2. Some quick introductions. My name is Jada Wright. I'm the undergraduate recruitment coordinator here at the School of Education. So I want to say welcome to all of our new students, our accepted students. Congratulations, welcome to the VCU RAM family. I'm so glad that you are here. You should be very proud of yourselves for your accomplishments and getting accepted. What I hope today is just an opportunity for you to kind of get your questions answered and learn a little bit more about us at VCU and the student experience. So I will pass the mic over to my co-host for the day to quickly introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Camila Gomez, but you can call me Cami, and I'm the president of YouFirst. I'm currently a senior, actually, which is scary, but yeah, I'm a senior at BCU.
Now, we have a senior and then all of the new students. So it's like the beginning of the journey and the end of the journey.
I know,
Well, thank you.
exciting.
Yeah, thank you, Cami, so much for being here. Before we get into it, I just want to give a quick um, TLDR. What is the SOE Summer Series? If you've been getting emails, getting texts about it, what is it? So what we are doing this summer is we know that for all of our new students, you might have some questions about what are your next steps? What do you need to do to prepare to start your journey here at VCU? And we know that summer can be a time where you start to have those questions. And so what we're doing is for the next few weeks, we are going to give you kind of a glimpse at life at VCU. So we'll go over some of your questions. We'll go over what are the next steps, what are some important things you need to do to prepare. And then every week, we'll also give you the chance to hear from one of our VCU student organizations or departments here at VCU to share a little bit more about their resources. There are so many resources available to you at VCU, and we know that because there are so many, it might be a little bit intimidating or overwhelming to kind of jump right in and utilize those resources. So we wanted to make it a little bit easier so that when you arrive on campus and you're ready to start your VCU journey, you are in the best position possible. So that's what we're doing. That's the summer series. This is our second one. So thank you so much for being here and joining us on this journey. Throughout our time together this afternoon, we will not take too much of your time, but if you have any questions, definitely make sure to drop it in the comment section. We also have some pre-prepared questions that we will be answering as well. So make sure, again, that you leave with all of your questions answered. But to get started, the first thing we're going to chat about is just what are your next steps. So I know a few people have been accepted, they're new students. A few people have accepted their offer as well, and that's amazing. I want to highlight that that is going to be your first next step. So if you've been accepted, woo, congratulations. Give yourselves a pat on the back, give yourselves a round of applause. And the next step is you are going to accept that offer. So I want to direct all of our new students to the accepted student checklist on the VCU admissions website. There's a checklist for accepted first-year students. There's a checklist for accepted transfer students as well. And what that is it's really going to just walk you through what you need to do from accepting your offer and getting your VCU EID and getting your VCU email, even down to things like registering for orientation, exploring housing options, making a meeting, setting up a meeting with your advisor. You're definitely going to want to log into Navigate and set up a meeting with your academic advisor and kind of get started with your class registration journey, so you can start from there. But highly, highly recommend checking out the accepted student checklist. I know it can be a little bit confusing from someone who not too long ago went through the process of being accepted to college and having to go through the process of, you know, starting that journey. I know there's a lot of things that you all need to do, and we know that it can be a little bit confusing. But those checklists are going to walk you through exactly what you need to do and make it a little bit easier, hopefully, to get started on your journey here. So I know a lot of people, from the folks that registered, had some questions about class registration. So that's a common question we get. Definitely recommend, again, looking at that checklist. Students aren't required to meet with an advisor before registering for classes. You can go ahead and register for your classes, but if you would find that helpful, definitely recommend setting up a meeting with your advisor in Navigate. And there are instructions on how to do that in the checklist. Also got some questions about signing up for orientation, and then setting up the meeting with the advisor. I did just want to make a point because we have gotten some questions about this. Once you submit your offer acceptance and your tuition deposit, it might take a couple of days for that deposit to be kind of register in our system before you can go in and register for orientation and do all the things. So there have been a couple of people who you accepted the offer and you sent the tuition deposit, but you're still not able to register for orientation. Give it a day, give it a day or two, and the system should catch up. Obviously, right now, summertime, we have a lot of people making those decisions and submitting those offer responses. And so sometimes the system is a little bit slow, which you might see when you start registering for classes. But definitely just give it a little bit of time, and then you should be able to do that as soon as possible. So yeah, that is the main thing I wanted to touch on is that checklist. We'll definitely leave some space for any comments, any questions coming in. I see some new folks joining. Hi, hello to everyone who just joined us. Just quickly going over our next steps for our new students. So if anyone has any questions, definitely feel free to drop it in the comments. But if no one has any questions, and I think the real exciting portion of today's event, I would love to hear from our student representative, our senior. So welcome again, Cami. And I'm just going to ask you a few questions about your experience and your organization, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. And again, feel free to ask any questions. I know it can be intimidating coming to college, but it's actually really, really fun. So, any questions that you might have, we're here for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, I have some pre-written questions for Cami, but as we're going through those, and if you think of any questions, please drop them in the comments. But my first question for you is, what exactly is YouFirst?
That's actually a great question because there's people that don't even know what You First is and they're seniors. So, for everyone, You First is a club but also an organization, and we're dedicated to help first generation students. A first generation student is someone that it's basically the first person in their family to go to college. So if neither of your parents or a legal guardian earn a bachelor's degree, congrats, you're first gen, and we're here to help you. We're basically an organization dedicated to make your life easier. We host events, bingo. We also do research studies. We work very closely with our faculty if you need accommodations. We make sure that you get financial aid. We basically are a little bit more dedicated into helping you understand your college journey and just make it easier at the end of the day. And some of you might have already registered for YouFirst and for classes. And YouFirst also has a class. We have different sections, but you can sign up for it. And I took it was just called YouFirst my freshman year, and it basically was like a one credit once a week class dedicated to just help me understand college, and it was honestly so fun. I met so much people there, and yeah, just made my life easier.
Awesome. Thank you, Kimmy. We have actually a quick comment, a question in the comment section going back to our kind of next steps we talked about. Tried registering for orientation and it said there's one available in person, wanted to do a virtual orientation. Are there any more virtual orientation slots available? So, great question about signing up for orientation. I am going to, I think I can put this in the comments, but if not, I'm just going to say email the orientation team at newrams, at vcu.edu. I believe that there are still some virtual orientation slots available, but there definitely could be some days and some orientation slots that are no longer available. So while I don't have that information, I would definitely recommend emailing New Rams at vcu.edu, and they're going to get you all squared away with orientation. Definitely, if you need or require virtual orientation, they'll be able to help you. Thanks. Great question. All right. Well, Cami, I have another question for you. And that is how and when can a student get involved with YouFirst? What's the process like?
So basically, whenever you want to. As the first week of college, there's like a little club fair called the Sobo Fair. We're gonna have a stand there. You're gonna get to know every single club and organization at BCU, which we have a lot. We take the whole Monroe Park. So definitely take your time to explore every club because you're definitely gonna find your people there. But yeah, basically anytime, any day, we host events all year long. Our office is always open for you. You can email us, follow us on Instagram, you first at BCU. So yeah, whenever you feel like it, whenever you're ready, we're here for you.
Yes, definitely. I want to piggyback off of that and plug the Sovo Fair. We can't recommend the Sovo Fair enough. It will be kind of crazy to walk into Monroe Park and see literally every inch of grass in Monroe Park taken up by a table because we have so many clubs, so many organizations that are going to be tabling out there. But it's probably the fastest and easiest way to just get a glimpse of all of the things that VCU has to offer. You can meet people, you can sign up for things, and just kind of see what you're interested in, try something new, maybe meet some more people. So definitely cannot recommend the Sobo Fair enough. It's a great way to get plugged in and get involved your first few weeks of school.
Yeah, it's definitely such a fun one, especially because it's like the first Friday of like the school week, and then you get so many goodie bags. You go with your friends, you go with like there's people that go with their siblings. Um, I don't know. I think it's so fun. I go every year, though I'm a senior now.
Yeah, you get free stuff. The thing about college is you get a lot of free stuff, a lot of
And free
shirts, a lot
food.
of swag, a lot of food. Yes, take advantage of that. Awesome. Okay. Well, my next question for you, Kimmy, is you touched on some of the things you guys do in You First, but what are some other, benefits or resources that you offer for first gen students?
Yes, so I think it's very important to highlight that we don't have like a membership or any sort of fee. Like this is completely free. All of our services, our offices, everything, it's just there for you. As in regards of benefits, we definitely have different programs. We have a research center. We also work very close with Trio, which I hope you guys get to know soon. But basically, Trio is just like another office to help new students. We have research programs. We go on conference about research. We teach you how to budget. We go to different conferences to other universities to meet with other first gens. We're also part of an honor society. It's called Tri Alpha. I'm part of it, not to brag, but definitely can boost your GPA, can help you make connections, networking. As I feel like your first year, you don't realize how important networking is in college, but you need to know the right people and you need to know the right places. In our office, we also offer student jobs. So, what is that called? The federal
Work
student
study.
some- Work study, yes.
Mhm.
So some of you might qualify for that, and it's a very easy way to have some income. If that's something that's interesting for you, we do picnics. We walk to Belle Isle, help and clean the river. Honestly, we do a little bit of everything, so you're always going to have something to do with us. We have a study room reserved in the library, so if you're part of YouFirst, you can just go there. It's a private space where you can study, where you can meet with your tutor. So yeah.
Awesome. That sounds awesome. Thank you so much, Kimmy. All right. Hello. Welcome to a couple new folks that just joined us. We are learning a little bit more about one of our student organizations on campus, You First. And I want to ask, this is kind of the main question I want to ask Cami is if there's any piece of advice that you would give a new student coming to VCU, I know this is a big question, but what would it be?
Yes, so actually, I'm also an RA, so I interact a lot with the first students. Um, I live in Jersey, so if you get Jersey, you might see my face. Just go out there. I know it's very intimidating at first, and it might seem scary because we are such a big campus in the middle of the city, and there's so many people. But just try your best. You never know if your best friend's gonna be a senior or a sophomore. If you need classes, just go there, be yourself, find your people. It's very, very important to have a support system in college, and it's not always going to be your family. So you definitely need to find your people. I had a couple of residents last year and last semester struggle with like, oh, I don't have friends, I don't feel like this, I feel like I'm going to transfer. But definitely put yourself out there. Like, BCU is such a diverse environment. It's so fun. Like I always tell myself that I wouldn't have the same opportunity if I went to another school. We're so fun. We're so inclusive. We are up to date with everything. We do so many events that you're gonna be able to see. So just try your best to attend. Like as a first year student, you're like required to attend like a lot of stuff. But even seniors go, like it's so fun. You're gonna get to see all the things that BCU dining does, stuff that the library does, Rams Connect, the gym. Like our gym is so big. Like go to everything, try to explore everything. Um, and yeah, have so much fun, ask questions, and yeah, we're always here for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to piggyback off of that and say definitely take advantage of all the things we have at VCU and also all the things we have in Richmond. I think VCU is Richmond. You know, you're so embedded into the city. And so there's so many opportunities for you to explore beyond just VCU programming. So go to a farmer's market, go to a concert, go, see a show. There is Altria Theater, which is about 2 minutes away from where I'm sitting right now. And we have performers come through Altria Theater. We have musicals, plays, stand-up comedians, concerts, things like that. And you, with your student ID, you can get student discounts for tickets. You can get student discounts for a lot of things in Richmond, actually. And there's just so much to explore in the city and also out if you want to hop on the Amtrak and go up to DC or maybe take a day trip down to the beach or something. You have that opportunity. Richmond is a really central location, and so there's so much to do in the city and beyond. So definitely take advantage of that while you're here, I would definitely say. Yeah. All right. Does anyone else have any questions about the student experience or maybe what you can expect once you get to VCU? I think I will also, Cami, I might be speaking for you, but I'm just going to speak as someone who also was an RA in college. Please reach out to your RA. They're there to help you. And when we talk about having a support system, it definitely can be hard to leave family, to be away from maybe that support system that you have had. But your RAs are not only are they there for you, but they're trained,
We
and they
are.
have so many resources. I mean, the amount of hours of training they go through. They have so many resources at their fingertips to direct you to. So definitely don't be afraid to reach out to your RA.
Yeah, 100%. Like no matter the building where you at, we go back like 2 or 3 weeks before school started to receive training. So we know absolutely everything and everyone that you might need. So call your A, text them, whatever is more comfortable to you. I had people like just sitting with me in the hallways at like 3 a.m. Like, we're humans too, we talk, we're not scary monsters, and like, we definitely don't want to get you in trouble. We just want to make sure that you're safe. So yeah, definitely reach out to your RA.
Yes. Yeah, definitely don't want to get you in trouble because it's more work for them. It's more work for the RA.
Exactly. We don't want that paperwork.
No, no paperwork. So let them help you. Meet them halfway a little bit. Awesome. Okay. Well, I don't see any more comments. I'll give a few more seconds, but for our folks joining us here today, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Cami, for your wisdom and your perspective. I will say, if anyone has any additional questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, whether it is through email or even just shooting us a DM here on Instagram if you have any questions about some things we went over, next steps, or about YouFirst or about another student organization, please do not hesitate to reach out. We're here for you all summer. So if you have any questions, if you need anything, we want to be a resource to you. So definitely don't hesitate to reach out. And with that, I think we'll just go ahead and close for the afternoon. If no one has any other questions, but we want to thank you all so much for being here and watching along for however long you watched along. Again, let me know if you have any more questions, but I hope everyone is enjoying their summer, staying cool because it is a little bit hot outside. I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your evening. But thank you so much for being here. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good one.